Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a little different. It's still a review and demo of a foundation, but this one in particular is Arbonne. I don't know if everyone's heard of it. I feel like I have over the years, just more so through word of mouth than advertising, but nonetheless it is a brand that sells a whole bunch of different stuff. I'm not an Arbonne Consultant, I just had a friend who was, and I bought a foundation from her, so I figured I'd review it because oddly enough I didn't really see, if not, correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't see any foundation reviews for darker skin online, and if there was, it probably was like one or two. Because this was a while ago when I did check. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this video, and we're going to start with the application process. Alright, so we're going to go right into this application process. So I have been wearing this for a while, so I do know it's bomb as hell. So this isn't a first impression, but I definitely want to show you guys just how smooth it is. So just putting some on my Sephora brush, I'm just going in, and this foundation, oddly enough, is lightweight. And I'd say like medium to heavy coverage. Like I was actually very impressed with that, but I'll get into that in another segment, in the next segment. But in terms of the application process, it's super, like it's so creamy without it being cakey. It's kind of scary how they formulated this. It's really, really, really nice. And I'm super shocked. Like you can see all my air, this is all one layer, and it's just done such a good job. Like look at that, that is a nice application process. I haven't had to layer, I've just put on one so far. I generally only ever do one. That's how I judge my foundations, if they're good or not. So I'm extremely happy with the application process. It's very seamless. Like you guys hear me say this all the time, seamless is necessary. Extremely seamless, and it covers really well. Obviously my under eyes are going to do concealer and stuff, but generally speaking the foundation itself is very nice, and it's super light. Like I don't feel anything. It's so refreshing. I know I do say that about some foundations, but this is the lightest one I think I've had so far with this type of coverage. Usually I feel like I get this lightness with the drugstore foundation, and I don't vibe with them because they don't give me the coverage I'm looking for. But I feel like I get the lightness of one, but the coverage of a higher end foundation. So this is really, really nice. So next category I wanted to discuss is the flashback. I'm gonna go ahead and take a few photos while we're here. I like this lighting. It is still daylight right now, so I just feel like it's good lighting, and then I'll do some in the dark and show you guys what it looks like. So in terms of flashback and taking photos with a camera, I feel like I look exactly my color. Like I don't want to spoil anything before I get into the section of color, but I feel like I look like myself, which is really good. I don't like when there's too much color disparity between like my body and my face. Mind you, my body's 1,000 different colors, but generally speaking, I like when whatever you can see outside, or like my arms, my chest, everything blends well. So I was really happy about that. So getting into undertones, I would want to say that it is more of like a neutral, if anything might be more on the red undertone base. I just didn't get any yellows from it, but I felt like that worked with my face. That generally is what I am. Neutral meaning I'm usually between a red and a yellow undertone, but in this particular one I think I didn't really see much of a yellow, and I think it worked really, really well with my skin color and my face. I was pleasantly surprised. Alright, so getting into the price. This is the category for this particular foundation that kind of irritated me. So okay, I will mention you're getting 30 milliliters in this foundation, which I think is pretty standard across the board. But one thing that irritated me a little bit was that the pricing was higher, like is equivalent to a higher end brand. Like I want to say Giorgio Armani before they put their $10 price increase as of recent. So I ended up paying, I'm gonna break it down, 56 Canadian, then with shipping and handling $12, with tax $8.84, which came up to $76.84. So you guys know I'm not afraid of a higher end foundation. I think that they really do work well for you, but I feel like a lot of those brands, you're buying into, yes, quality, but the name too. So I see why they can price it so high. This particularly, I don't think it makes sense for it to be high, because even if you take away shipping, you're still paying about $60 for a foundation. I think that's too high. I think you can get a phenomenal foundation, the Fenty Beauties, the Too Faced, the whatever, for around $30 to $40 Canadian, and it makes sense to me. That's justified. And on a side note, what I will mention is that in this day and age, with ASOS free shipping, with Sephora free shipping, why are you paying for shipping? Mind you, this brand is strictly based online, which I think is even more of an incentive. Like, if they're doing the volume that I think they do, because I feel like there are a lot of Arbonne consultants out there, I just feel like they should have some type of, I don't know, work it out with DHL or whatever, your local postal. I don't think you should be charging $12 to ship a foundation. I will say it did come really quickly. I think I got it within like a few days, which was really nice. But I just feel like with this day and age, like, we're millennials, we're all about convenience, we're all about cheaper, free convenience, hence Sephora free shipping over $50, and it gets to you in 2 days. But nonetheless, you shouldn't be paying this much. I don't think that part is worth it. I think the price definitely should be lower. And just a side note, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and follow me on all my social networks. We are talking beauty, we are talking style, we are talking all these things that make you that glamour woman that you are meant to be, you know? So hit that subscribe button. Alright, so how available is this product? This is another thing that kind of was a bit irritating. It's not available really for you to go in store. Like, not even really, you can't go in store. However, if you know or you're around an Arbonne Consultant, you can have them, I guess, come to your house, which is really cool convenience if you think about it. And I'm pretty sure they're expected to have the whole kit of makeup. And then you're able to like play around and figure out what you want, what you don't want, and whatever. The only thing is, this is a lot of pressure if you're not interested at all. I, luckily enough, fell in love with the foundation. But there are a lot of other makeup products that just did not work for my skin tone, period. I think only the foundation did, a few lipsticks, but like, I just feel like if I'm gonna do all that, I want my full face, I want foundation, I want concealer, I want bronzer, I want whatever. There wasn't a bronzer that worked for me. The concealer was good, but I didn't buy it because I was more interested in the foundation, and I didn't want to drop $200 on makeup when I had a whole list of things to do for YouTube as well. Okay, so do you need to use a lot? No. What I liked about it too, this is like my favorite thing actually, is that you can be able to use very little, because obviously you want it to last you, and especially with $12 shipping, you want it to last you. So I will say that you don't have to use a lot, which is really good. A little goes a long way. It's so light, and I appreciate that part about it. Like, it's my favorite part so far is how light it is and the color, but we'll get into that in a minute. Alright, so after a few hours, currently it is 11:10 in Toronto area, so I will come back in a couple hours and show you guys like how my face is holding up. At the moment, I feel like I look flawless, but we will see if that actually holds to be true in a bit. Alright, so it is currently 9:41 p.m. in the Toronto area, and I want to mention that the only thing that I ended up doing to my face was using a translucent powder to kind of mattify it. I don't like doing that when I do foundation reviews, just because I know a lot of people don't necessarily do that throughout the day, but your girl had other things to do. So that's the situation for today. I feel like it helped very well. I have oily prone skin, so I am slightly oilier than at 11 a.m. this morning when I was fresh with the makeup versus now, but I'm really generally happy with how it helps. Alright, so my favorite category is color, so we're gonna discuss that now. Normally I would like vlog and do swatches and all this other stuff, but I didn't do it that time. I don't even know why. I think I was busy that day, and then I kind of ended up, like I said before, I bought this with meeting up with Arbonne Consultants. So I was sitting there, and I think I was just having too much of a good time and catching up, and just, I like the vibes when they do it with group settings. Like, you're just chilling, you're relaxing, you're eating, you're drinking wine and shopping, essentially is how it is. But yeah, so I kind of forgot to vlog, but I will say that this so far is my favorite color match foundation. I just don't feel like it oxidizes like crazy. I feel like what you see is what you get on your face. I got so excited. I've never been that excited swatching a foundation on my face in my life. This is such good color match, such a good product. Like, I was actually very, very happy and super pleasantly surprised. I was just like, for it to be so light on the face and the color be exact. It's like everything that you're looking for in a foundation is in this bottle. Oh, I also wanted to mention, if you're healthy conscious, then this is really, really worth it. They're really about being like as clean as possible, like even more clean than most clean brands in North America, because they meet UK standards and they are much stricter than North America. So that was one cool thing too. If you're really into clean life, a clean face, clean eating, clean all of that, then this is for you too. So overall, what do I think? Personally, I think it really depends on where you fall. If you're someone who's just looking, like you're older, you're just looking for one good foundation to, you know, wear every day, be consistent, whatever, with your routine, your short makeup routine, and get in and out of the door and go about your business, I think then this is worth it. I also think it's kind of cool that it'll come to your house. It's very convenient for you if you're not about being overwhelmed in a Sephora or something like that. So I feel like for those people, it's worth it. I feel like if you're a beauty enthusiast and you'd like to collect makeup and everything, I just don't feel like it's convenient enough for you. I feel like we are exposed to so many different things. Like, I get excited at beauty launches. I want to go and buy products, and I just feel like this business model isn't ideal for those people. But for the average everyday person who's just looking for like a good quality, amazing foundation that you can buy with the rest of your life, do it. It's definitely worth it. If you're my skin tone as well, it's definitely worth it. You're not used to wearing makeup often. If you want something light, you want something wearable, you want something you're not going to feel like, ugh, that's on my face. So in that sense, I just feel like, yeah. But I feel like if you're in my position and you're just really, really into makeup, I don't think it's convenient enough. But also, if you're only buying online, you can't swatch. You have to go through a consultant. You have to find somebody. So keep these things in mind. But for me, I'm loving it. I've ordered it again because I feel like this is going to work really well on vacation, really well for me in Uganda as well, because it's so hot there, you don't want to even feel makeup on your face. So those moments when I do wear it, I think this is going to be so bomb. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything I wanted to talk about on this foundation. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know, have you ever experienced the brand, what you bought and what you liked. Let me know what you guys thought. What do you guys think of my face? I think I match. I'm really happy. I think I look good. But yeah, comment below, and other than that, I will check you guys in my next video. Bye, love.